Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Rama Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Gaura Premanande, Jayam Vishupad Paramahamsa, Pri Radhikacharya Stotra Satya, Sri Srimad, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhai Charan Narvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki, Skandi Biti Founder Charya's Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Samavata Bhakti Vrind ki, Harinam Sankirtan ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Dainitai Gaura Pimanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and to Sri Gauranga, all glories to Sri Prabhupada ki. Special welcome to our Sunday guests. Special welcome to our Sunday guests. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Taksurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Duta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanditam Scha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kansana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim sarasatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is our very means of conquest, let us first offer our respectful obeisances unto Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta prayasha bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati tamashloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. By regularly hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome within the heart becomes destroyed practically to nil, and loving devotional service to the Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, becomes established as an irrevocable fact. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Shakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasyayanam Mahat.
That's water. Water is being filled in the pot.
Here.
Yes. Outside for the bulls so that.
Okay, unusual sound.
Because they made from great distance.
This Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Grantharaj, the king of all Vedic literatures, is the literary incarnation of God. It is compiled by the incarnation of God, as Srila Vyasadeva. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people. It is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Surabhyay Namaha.
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 Mukam karoti vacharam pangum langayate girim yat tamaham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Yat tamaham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. English, Bangla, Hindi, Bangla, Bangla. We're not quite yet at the UNESCO level, simultaneous translation. Bangla. ইংরেজি কিছু বুঝতে পারে না ইংরেজি বুঝতে পারে না অল্প কিছু Okay. You know Bengali? Okay.
From.
Oh, you're from Bengal. So then you know Bengali. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Had been all
Yeah.
over India.
Right. Yeah. Okay. You can sit beside and translate to them.
Little bit.
You can go there. Yeah. Yeah.
उनके पास बैठ के आप पास बैठिए.
Right. Okay. Yes. In the spiritual world, they don't have this problem. So we are continuing from Canto number 1, chapter 19, entitled The Appearance of Shukadeva Goswami. Text number
14.
14. Okay. Tasyaiva me agasya parabaresho vyasakta chittasya griheshu abhikshnam nirvida mulo dvija shapa rupo yatra prasakto bhayam ashu dhatte tasyaiva meghasya parabaresho vyasakta shittasya griheshvabhikshnam nirvedamulo dvijasaporupo yatra prasakto bhayam ashudhatte tasyaiva meghasya parabaresho vyasakta chitasya griheshvabhikshnam nirveda mulo dvija saparupo yatra prasakto bhayam ashudhatte tasyaiva meghasya parabaresho vyasakta chittasya griheshvabhikshnam nirveda mulo dvija saparupo yatra prasakto bhayam ashudhatte tasyaiva meghasya parabaresho
Tasyaiva meghasya paravaresho
tasyaiva meghasya parabaresho
vyasakta chittasya graheshvabhikshanam
vyasakta chittasya griheshvabhikshnam
nirvedamulo dvijashaparupo
nirvedamulo dvijasaparupo
yatra prasakto bhayamashudatte
yatra prasakto bhayamashudhatte. Tasyaiva meghasya paravaresho vyasakta chittasya griheshvabhikshnam nirvedamulo dvijasaparupo yatra prasakto bhayam ashudate tasya his eva certainly may mine aghasya of the sinful para transcendental avara mundane isha controller the supreme lord vyasakta overly attached chittasya of the mind griheshu to family affairs abhikshnam always nirvedamula the source of detachment dvijashapa cursing by the brahmana rupa form of yatra whereupon prasakta one who is affected bhayam fearfulness ashu very soon dhatte take place. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the controller of both the transcendental and mundane worlds, has graciously overtaken me in the form of a Brahmana's curse. Due to my being too much attached to family life, the Lord, in order to save me, has appeared before me in such a way that only out of fear I will detach myself from the world. Kindly repeat after me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead,
The Supreme Personality of Godhead,
the controller of both
the controller of both
the transcendental and mundane worlds,
transcendental and mundane worlds,
has graciously overtaken me
has graciously overtaken me
in the form of a Brahmana's curse,
in the form of a Brahmana's curse,
due to my being too much attached
due to my being too much attached
to family life.
to family life.
The Lord,
The Lord,
in order to save me,
in order to save me,
has appeared before me
has appeared before me
in such a way
in such a way
that only out of fear
that only out of fear
I will detach myself
I will detach myself
from the world.
from the world.
Report. Maharaj Parikshit, although born in a family of great devotees, the Pandavas, and although securely trained in transcendental attachment for the association of the Lord, still found the allurement of mundane family life so strong that he had to be detached by a plan of the Lord. Such direct action is taken by the Lord in the case of a special devotee. Maharaj Parikshit could understand this by the presence of the topmost Kartik, topmost transcendentalists in the universe. The Lord resides with his devotees, and therefore the presence of the great saints indicated the presence of the Lord. The king therefore welcomed the presence of the great rishis as a mark of favor of the Supreme Lord. Translation again. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the controller of both the transcendental and mundane worlds has graciously overtaken me in the form of a Brahmana's curse, due to my being too much attached to family life. The Lord, in order to save me, has appeared before me in such a way that only out of fear I will detach myself from the world. So Pariksit Maharaj, taking a very humble position, uh, although as mentioned here also by Srila Prabhupada in the purport, Pariksit Maharaj from his very birth um, was already a great devotee, uh, being descendant of such great devotees, the Pandavas, um, and therefore throughout his whole life, um, he ruled as an ideal saintly king, and uh, although in that elevated position, still very similar actually to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj was also emperor. Um, he was the emperor before Parikshit Maharaj. It is Yudhishthira Maharaj who enthroned actually Parikshit Maharaj after hearing the news of the Lord's departure. He gave up his position, Yudhishthira Maharaj, and enthroned Parikshit Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj also was in family life. Generally, those who are Raja, kings, um, they are Grihastas. Grihastha means family life. So when Narada Muni came one fine day to the residence of Yudhishthira Maharaj, he also, in a similar mood and mentality, presented himself as a fallen householder. And he wanted to hear from Narada Muni. That's all nicely described in the seventh canto. Those are especially important instructions given by Narada Muni, in many ways, actually, for householders. Householders can derive uh, from these um, instructions given by Narada Muni. So here also it is, of course, the text itself is mentioning how the Lord, He is present and the controller of both the transcendental and material world. So although we don't see Krishna directly uh, with these material eyes, the Lord is fully present and fully controlling every nook and corner of this material creation. Aham sarvasya prabhavu matas sarvam pravartite iti madva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanditaha. And therefore, sometimes for his devotees, for his special devotees, Krishna makes some special arrangements. Prabhupada actually quotes himself, or gives him. I was also having some other plan. I was a householder. I was doing business. My business was going very good also. And I thought, let me help these Hare Krishna people. Let me help these, the very nice devotees in the Gaudiya Math. I'll give them some money, donations. You know, Krishna had some other plan, as we know. And Prabhupada's business just overnight collapsed. I don't know all the details, but Prabhupada quotes the one verse in the Bhagavatam where Krishna actually explains how to show special favor upon my devotees. I will take everything, snatch everything from him, and put him in a very, helpless situation. And Prabhupada, of course, as we know, he had left family life, taken to Vanaprastha. And then he writes,
I'm sorry.
yeah, no problem. And then when Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, he was writing, here I am in Vrindavan, penniless. Um, nobody cares about me. I mean, I'm all alone, and I'm thinking about my life, and I laugh. I can understand that it is all the arrangement of Krishna. But Prabhupada was, because he also was born in a devotee family and met his Guru Maharaj at a relatively young age, took his instruction and message to heart. And so, as Prabhupada later on, after leaving India, after leaving Bharat, um, when he was asked one time, like many people ask us, when did you become Krishna conscious? When did you come in contact with Krishna consciousness? And Prabhupada's reply was very unique. I've never met anyone who could give that kind of reply. I don't remember a time when I ever forgot Krishna. It's not the kind of question you ask Prabhupada. When did you become Krishna? When did you join the Krishna consciousness? So it's only even such exalted personalities, or maybe only only such exalted personalities who are fully self-realized can take this kind of humble position that I'm so fallen, and Krishna had to make this arrangement. He had to arrange this silly young boy to curse me. Otherwise, I'm too attached, and I would have never left family life. Because family life, throughout the Bhagavatam, that is again and again, what is the word? Andakupam, right?
Dark well.
Kupam, yeah. Anda is dark, and kupam is well. So probably no one here ever fell in a well, I suppose. Never know. Usually, if you fall in a well, you're finished. You're not going to be there to tell your story.
Nowadays there are no wells, so people don't know what it is.
Right, that's true. That's true. Many
At least
things are disappearing.
in my childhood, we were seeing well, and it was quite deep.
Really?
And we would make all the plan if somebody tells them what to do.
Now you can fall into the road
Manhole.
suddenly collapse,
Oh,
collapses, and all the cars and trucks go into it.
Right. Yes.
man-made.
Yeah. Right. Man-made, much bigger, much more dangerous than ordinary well. Yeah. So, family life is is where the strongest attachment actually is within family life, and therefore family life is described as being the most difficult thing to give up, because from birth, isn't it, we identify with mommy and daddy,
Family.
and brother and sister and relatives, etc. And it's because it's bodily identification, most difficult. And of course, what is most difficult to give up is activities of sense gratification, which is especially more prominent. That's why family is there, family life, family life, as described in the Shastra, is a concession. Is a concession for sense gratification, but regulated sense gratification, with the idea of minimizing, regulating, minimizing, and eventually putting an end. And it's not only family life, of course, that sense gratification is there, but it is more present, more prominent. Prabhupada explains how in brahmachari life, vanaprastha life, sannyas life, um, those three ashrams, sex life is not sanctioned. No sex life. That means out of 4 ashrams, 3 ashrams. And even householder life, sex life is meant to be gradually, fully abandoned. And it's only when one has been trained in that way, then one can take to vanaprastha life. The whole idea of vanaprastha life is to give up completely. So, in this way, Parikshit Maharaj, he, as we read earlier actually, he welcomed such type of very reverses, this cursing of the Brahmana boy. He welcomed that as good news, as we will recall. How many of us will see calamities, because that's a calamity. When somebody curses you to die in 7 days is a calamity. Most people just cannot take that. So this type of consciousness is only possible to develop. And of course, yes, when one, this is mentioned also in the purport, that Krishna therefore arranged for Parikshit Maharaj to be surrounded by saintly persons. Therefore, the importance of saintly persons. Saintly persons, especially the spiritual master, is meant to be sometimes speaking very strong words. Prabhupada explained. We see this in the example of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. In the example also Srila Prabhupada, who sometimes, some devotees thought of committing suicide after hearing some chas. Yeah.
Much got depressed.
Heavy, very heavy. But it is like the physician sometimes has to take the knife. Has to take the knife without anesthetics. Or Prabhupada explains about in India, in the Western countries, you don't have this boil, right? When you have a boil by eating too many mangoes in the mango season or at other times, then you have these boils. You can blow on it as much as you want, but that's not the solution. The solution to cure the boil, you have to cut it so that all the whatever is there comes out and gradually can be healed.
Homeopath has got something different.
We have different methods. Same goal.
Same goal, yes. So,
But it burst out.
so the big lesson here actually is how to become detached. Vairagya. Vairagya. Unless we become detached means to become freed from the natural attractions that are there in the material world, because we have this material body, these material senses, this material mind. Why we are attached, why we are attracted rather, why we are attracted to sense gratification. Who can say? Why are we attracted to sense gratification? All of your years of experience?
Part and parcel with Krishna. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer.
Ah.
So we have that tendency, but we're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, because by nature we are meant to be attracted to something or to someone. Yes, to someone and to something. We're attracted to music, nice sound vibration. We're attracted to colors, whatever, because it is nature. It is our nature to be attracted.
Propensity of the soul.
Natural propensity.
That's what you were looking for.
Huh?
That's the answer you were looking for.
Yes, yes. It is called dharma. Dharma means, dharma is a very interesting word, right? Translated. Yeah. Dharma means natural characteristic. Natural, so we have natural characteristic of all living entities is to be attracted. Attraction, as you rightly mentioned. Krishna, the very word Krishna means all attractive. All attractive. So if we're not attracted to Krishna, we'll be attracted to something else. If we're not attracted to that personality, Krishna, we'll be attracted to some other non-Krishna personality, Maya personality. And therefore, the process of bhakti or devotional service, which reignites, reawakens, revives our, Prabhupada would use dormant propensity, dormant love for Krishna, becomes awakened. Yes. Krishna Bhakti, very nice shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna Bhakti janma mul hai sadhu sangha. Yeah. Krishna Bhakti janma mul hai, the essence, the awakening of bhakti, the awakening of this transcendental attraction comes through sadhu sangha, association of devotees. So here, Parikshit Maharaj is surrounded by so many sadhus, but we have to be careful. I'm sure many of those sadhus were Mayavadis. Yeah, and then of course, this will be coming up in a few pages. Then one special sadhu walked on the scene. Will be now is coming, is approaching. He'll be here in a few days, in the pages of the Bhagavatam. That will be the appearance of Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami with long hair, naked, walking in the middle of it. It must have been a sensation, just to see him, I suppose.
He was very young also.
Yeah, 16 years old. Yeah. Just came out of the womb.
Completely not defined. That's why you could just walk out.
Yeah. So it's very interesting how Prabhupada translates that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has graciously overtaken me. Has graciously overtaken me. Means he has, it's like, if you're running and then somebody beats you, right?
Like that.
Right. In the form of a Brahmana's curse. So very often Prabhupada would explain the same point. Learning to see, and it's not easy, learning to see or to accept everything as the mercy of the Lord. Very hard lesson. Everything, every single thing that happens, when we cut our finger, when whatever, a devotee learns to see this as the mercy of the Lord. Because ultimately it is for our purification. And when we understand, as the English Not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Lord. Mare Krishna Rakeke, Rake Krishna Mareke. Yeah. When one has that full conviction, full understanding, then where is a question of anxiety? No anxiety. We're all totally but that requires surrender, full surrender. We are in anxiety because we're not fully surrendered, isn't it? So the more we become here, Parikshit Maharaj is displaying how he's totally, fully, he welcomes this very tragic. I mean, most people consider this as tragic. They'll go to the court. you know, you've not trained your son properly. He's going around cursing people, and I'm the emperor.
Especially when he's an emperor, we cannot actually relate because we are not even small emperor. No, I mean a small
Yeah,
control.
correct.
He had been like
So therefore, we should um, we should seek out the good association of sadhus. We should develop this consciousness, which is nicely being demonstrated and displayed here by Parikshit Maharaj, so that whenever major reverses, constantly the whole world is that place where all kinds of unexpected things uh, take place, then we will be in a better position to deal with such kind of situations. So in the same way, at the end of the purport, Srila Prabhupada is telling, well, he mentioned at the beginning that he welcomed this curse of the Brahmana boy, and then he welcomed, the king therefore welcomed the presence of the great sages, or the great rishis, as a mark of favor of the Supreme Lord.
parikrama, same parikrama.
I think so. Huh? Yeah, right.
They have got 30 days, full month.
Full month, yeah, correct. Kartik.
Maharaj, yesterday when you were giving a short class to the Parikram persons, then you told that about the 7 day,
7 days.
and the translator, the leader, didn't translate it. Do you know why?
No, but I did translate after that.
Yeah, but why he didn't translate it?
Maybe he could not understand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not that he didn't wanted to say to his man this kind of very strong words that you may die in 7 days, because you told actually.
So your take on it was that he purposely did not translate.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Because could be also. What you are saying, I relate to that, because sometimes people get afraid that because all of us are also going to die in 7 days, and then it's like, Krishna, I came to Parikrama not to die.
Yeah, that was also the confusion in Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's life, when some of the devotees preach very strongly and people went against him. And then it was a big question if he did properly or not. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati told, yes, he's a good preacher. He don't mind the opinion of common people. We just tell the truth.
So we have to be very selective when choosing translators. Huh?
Maharaj, you have a backup.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yes.
So it's not so easy to tell people that you will die in any time.
But also, I mean, I know, there's the body. Actually, you know, there's people in our lives who kind of like there's some kind of special relationship. So I don't remember the details, but he remembers me in the early days as having brought him to Krishna consciousness. So he has that special type of. So and also, I mean, like all of us, especially those who are we're all getting older. So so I would not be surprised that he purposely did not want to
Either
try,
way could be.
because
Actually, it's both way, because there had been few places which he missed, but because he's also the age factor is there,
right.
so I just kind of helped with the.
But connected with this also is that there were children.
Yeah.
There were children there, and fathers and mothers, and it's like sometimes people may think, well, you don't want to tell that to children. You're going to die in 7 days.
So, but the preacher, when the preacher senses that the strong words on a class disturbed some of the audience, what to do then?
The solution to all problems is to chant Hare Krishna. You see, when there's an audience, we cannot. We well, the factor of Kaladesha Patra is always there. At the same time, the truth must be spoken. I mean, we cannot avoid speaking the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is full of very heavy statements, no?
Especially for a translator. Imagine, that his job is to simply translate, not to think.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what will happen with Prabhupada's books?
Right.
I think in this particular
That
country,
happened,
this
actually.
culture, this won't work.
Yeah,
He just,
correct.
present it differently.
Yeah. We have to give the clear definition of a translator when someone is going to translate, as it is, right?
But we, even if children are there, we shouldn't mince words. It said otherwise we have to stop reading the Bhagavatam.
The mother speaking here.
Not that we
Yeah, we're
not
teaching
that we
children.
purposely overwhelm children with these facts.
Yeah, well, the idea is that, yeah, correct. I mean, it's true, isn't it? That,
The Bhagavatam is full of stuff
Right.
like this.
yes. I mean, you see, ordinary people, I mean, those are ordinary people means those are not reading the
practicing.
Bhagavatam. Ordinary people, they don't like to speak about death.
Yeah.
They avoid speaking about death. I remember my mother, whenever I would ask questions, I don't want to talk about it.
Because it's fearful, and it's
Yeah, because, because most people don't know and are fearful.
even about the relatives, not our own self maybe, but for the
For relatives.
people who are loving.
Yes, yeah. There's a son here, but he's like unconscious right now.
And Yoga Nidra?
No, he's sleeping.
No, every drop of nectar. This is my last day, Maharaj.
No. Maharaj is saying about the
The
child.
boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you.
Translator
Yeah.
is clarifying the situation.
Yes.
I didn't know you were going to say something.
Huh?
I didn't know you were going to say something. That's why I raised my hand.
Go ahead.
I'm just talking about children and hard, difficult facts like this, about death. I remember when I was 9 or 10 years old, my mother is from England, so we went there for the summer, and we visited in England. We visited the Tower of London, which was full of all these incredible jewels that had been worn by kings and queens. I don't know if they were the real ones, but they were there.
Most of the jewels coming from India.
And so we were going.
Anyway, go ahead.
from room to room. And at one point, I was in this room and there was a big stone, and the stone was full of brown something. I was staring at it, and it said, I read, it was old enough to read, I read that this was the stone on which heads were chopped.
The stone on which
Heads were chopped.
high heads.
When a criminal
Yes,
had to
yes,
be.
yes.
And I was completely transfixed, and for the first time, I had a realization that death had come.
Yes, yes.
My grandfather had died a few years before.
Right.
Didn't. But
That stone, huh?
And I consider that a very valuable experience.
Yes.
In my life.
Yeah, yes. We should
Changed
occasionally.
me.
Yeah, yeah. We should occasionally go to museums or to places where, yeah. Actually, it is the duty and responsibility of parents, especially, to this is part of the education they need to give to their children, that this body is temporary, and then like that. Yes.
One thing, Maharaj, while lived in West for a long time, one thing I realize is that there is an extra endeavor to cover any kind of, gore or, death, or, somebody's dead, then ambulance will come, they will just cover everything, nobody even sees the dead body. While in some of the Vedic culture, there's a procession, everyone looks at the dead body, they chant the names of Krishna while they're taking the procession. So, right from young age, people
Right.
are exposed, children do see that, okay, this is death, there is a dead body.
Right.
That's one.
And people, they attend cremation, right?
Yes.
Where it's like, in the West they just put in the coffin and
Yes.
put in the ground. But it's like the hard reality is like, yeah, hey, they're burning my father, and the fathers or whoever, you put the body on fire and whatnot. Anyways.
There's a similar story in Bhagavatam. I'm not able to remember the exact reference, but it was like someone's head was chopped off and was lying at the gate, like the entrance of the town, and people were just, even children were coming and checking out and what's going on. And so when I read that, like, this is so drastically different from
Yeah, right.
Western
Western
society where there's
yes, everything is like hush hush, kind of. Yes.
In Indian culture, the dead body is actually kept in the courtyard for everyone to see. That this world is finished.
Well, in the West also, not in the courtyard, but in
outside.
they have special places where, yeah. But anyways, any question? He's talking about detachment, vairagya.
Vairagya,
Saying
Shamshan Vairagya,
that the detachment is only till that
crematorium.
Shamshan Ghat.
Crematorium?
Cremation place, till cremation.
Shamshan Vairagya.
Yes, yes.
He's saying that the Vairagya comes
Only till cremation.
in the crematorium, but then after that it again
forget.
Right,
attachment.
right. We tend to forget. So
That's also,
Krishna has to remind us.
I mean, both are required because that's also Krishna's arrangement that we forget. Smriti, Apohan, both are even needed. Otherwise, people will not be like Chanakya Pandit. I believe in one place he said that few places you should not attend too much, and one of this is crematorium, like brothel, crematorium, the place where drinking,
Right.
wine. These places are not to be, and one of that is crematorium, not too much. Otherwise, person becomes
Right,
he
right.
doesn't do his dharma.
Correct. Yeah. Yes.
Also should be balanced. Not like person is sitting in crematorium just to
Right.
revive.
For the undertaker, it's just another job. He's there all the time. It's just another job
Right.
for the undertaker.
Yeah. Undertakers. Yes.
So
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. Gaura Pimanandi.
Jai.